Hello, I'm April Brown with Zelken Financial Services, LLC, and I'm back with tip, today's illuminated point. So, I told you all that I was going to be talking about the Pain Point series. Now, this is one of the many things that I've heard people say in a variety of different ways, but this is my shortened version of it. We're going to talk about, I don't have enough to retire. How many times have I heard that? And I'm like, oh, okay. There are a number of reasons that can make you think that you don't have enough to retire. And I'm just going to talk about like just 2 points and just food for thought to think about. Let's talk about assets. What do you have? And what don't you have? We got to look at your assets. We got to map those out to determine what your current situation is with all of the assets that you do have. So when I'm looking at that, I'm going to ask a series of questions of you, which is, what is it that you're going to need to live off of? What's your desired after-tax income? What is it that you need to make every year that you're going to be set and situated and that you'll be good? And so what are your monthly expenses? Because that's how you determine how much you need for your after-tax income. Your desired after-tax income. You got to know what your monthly expenses are. Now, I know some people's monthly expenses remain the same. Other people's monthly expenses actually decrease. And so they feel like, I don't need to have as much in order to live. I just want to, have a little extra to do X, Y, and Z. So it's just things to think about and to understand where you're at and what is it that you need. And understanding that is really important for your retirement planning. Yep. That word P-L-A-N. What does it spell? It spells plan. Because everybody needs to have one when you're talking about retirement. I swear, if somebody had told me this information in my 20s, and I know what I know now in my 20s, let me tell you, y'all, I'd be rich, bitch! I'm sorry. I just had to say that. The second piece of this, because there's only 2 things that I wanted to point out, is what I call the Secure Act 2.0. Listen, Americans have been left in charge of saving for their own retirement. We're responsible now. We've been responsible. Not that we wanted to be, but here we are. And because we're responsible, there are many sections of the Secure Act 2.0 that focus on making it easier for us to save. So this is the government's way of saying, hey, listen, we really don't want to take care of your ass. I'm just saying. So you better take advantage of all the things that we're putting out here for you to save for your retirement. This 2.0 actually helps, and it comes from a few different directions. One is easy access to savings. It further enables people to start saving or to save more. And it reduces your withdrawal penalties. And for those of you that don't remember what that is, it's called RMDs. I think I mentioned it in several videos back. And RMDs stand for Required Minimum Distribution. That's in reference to your qualified plans that I talked about earlier. When you're forced by the government to take that money out because they want you to spend it down so they can tax the shit out of it. But I'm just saying, that's what RMDs mean. So when you're thinking about the Secure Act, and what I'm going to talk about from the Secure Act is Section 109, which is basically for those people who were delayed or who haven't started saving for retirement. It gives you a better chance to catch up and bolster your savings before reaching retirement age. And this is just a side caveat. If your ass is trying to save at the age of 60 and above, that's a lot. That's really way behind the 8 ball. I'm just saying. So you got to start early. Just to give an example of what it talks about, it says for a taxable year, and this really doesn't begin until December 31st of 2024, you have the catch-up contribution limit for your 401k, your 403b, or that governmental 457b plan that has been increased for individuals who attain the age of 60 through 63, so between the ages of 60 and 63, you actually get to put in greater than $10,000 or 150% of your regular catch-up contribution limit for 2024. So 63 to 63, you get to put in at least 150% increase on that regular catch-up contribution limit. So government is basically saying, hey, look, if you ain't saved, this is your opportunity to save because we need you to do something because we don't want to take care of you. And so for people who are actually 50 and older, in this year, 2023, you do have the catch-up contribution, and you can put in as much as $7,500, $7,500. And so with that said, the bottom line is you need a plan. Plan is very importante. This is what's going to help you get to where you want to get to. And so if you don't have a retirement plan, you really need to start focusing on that. And if you can lay it out and figure out, one, where you are currently, right now, at this very moment, that gives you a snapshot about where you want to be and how are you going to get to where you want to be. Because you have to have a plan in order to do that. So I say all this to say, plans are very important. And if you want Zelken Financial Services, LLC, to help you, we're here to do it. That's all I have. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was educational. I am April Brown with Zelken Financial Services, LLC. Until the next time, have a great day.